Hello dear Scorpio, I will tell you today's horoscope for August 10th, 2024. A message of love, hope and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Hello, dear Scorpio, I'll tell you today's horoscope. You are on the verge of making a bad decision regarding work, which will bring unpleasant consequences for your finances. Think and meditate on the situation very well before making a choice. It is always good to start devising new projects and ideas that can generate a new way of working in your life, as well as extra income, which you need a lot for the rest. It is a good time to unleash your imagination and what you have in your mind. You need to start thinking about buying a house or an apartment if today you have decided to invest in it and you are taking all the steps to achieve it. Do not hesitate to make this type of investment as something safe for your life. You still have a long way to go and you will be able to carry the debts that you will have after this. Sometimes it's good to disobey the rules and be a little rebellious with the things you have to do. Start today. A person who has his eyes on you will approach you to tell you something that he has been feeling for a long time or possibly invite you. Think carefully before accepting or rejecting what is proposed. If you want to take a trip, start making preparations for it today. If you have a partner, it could be a good adventure for both of you and will allow you to strengthen the relationship even more. A very important person in your work will be the cause of great joy for you today, since they will give you an excellent evaluation that will lead you directly to a possible increase in the future. You will have the possibility of paying debts that you have to do some time and also to improve aspects of your life that were failing. A good day to relax and try to calm the anxieties you've had during the week. A walk to the beach or a walk in the park could be a good way to achieve the peace you need so much. A very good person will give you advice on an issue that you urgently need to deal with. Accept their help without question. You have the possibility of doing great things in your work, but you are falling behind and your superiors are noticing it. If you are in the study stage, the same could be happening with your grades. Do not let this happen. Remember that you must prepare well for your future. A very dear friend could have a bad time or go through something serious. Don't let her feel alone right now. She will need your company and your encouragement. Take more care of your health. You are neglecting to take precautions so as not to get sick. At work there are many things you don't like, but you don't have to put up with them if you don't want to. You could have a conversation with someone you had an argument with. You will have unexpected and positive news about someone you are interested in love. You will encounter difficult situations, but you will resolve them with prudence. If you are in a relationship, it will be very positive and stimulating now. In general, everything will go better for you if you don't follow more than one piece of advice at a time. You are fine, but be careful with changes in temperature. Protect yourself. You can start a new life in terms of health issues. You feel very active and dynamic, and you want to undertake things or new projects. Try to take long walks. It will be very good for you to clear your mind and relax. You are facing a dilemma that tends to become emotionally complicated, thinking that you are going to have difficulties with your partner or a friend. You will come out of this situation very well, induced in part by the retrograde action of Saturn in the fire element. It is possible that you have been somewhat distracted in recent days, so it is time to put things in their place. You will notice something that draws your attention and could affect your self-esteem. A man or woman in love is somewhat elusive and avoids your presence. You must insist in a loving and tender way so as not to take away from you the possibility of living a passionate adventure, which could turn into a future romance. In love, what you say will have an effect, so do not let pride or arrogance prevent you from thinking clearly. We all make mistakes, and when we accept that we are not infallible, we learn to forgive and live with others. Scorpio's intensity will push you to achieve new conquests. In terms of health, you are in a cycle in which tissues are regenerated. If you have suffered some kind of accident, a burn or skin injury, your recovery period is underway. Likewise, if you are in good health, Do not waste it by exposing yourself unnecessarily to danger. At work, your coworkers and superiors will respond very well to a request from you or a personal request. In a few days, you will be occupying a better position in your company, and if you were looking for a job, you will get one. The most important thing is that you apply your willpower. Money and fortune. There may be money and chance, especially if you are guided by a dream and act on a hunch, since at this stage your sixth sense is very active and your premonitions and intuitions will play a very important role. Today's astral rhythm, moderate sexual energy level. Cosmic dynamics that you should take advantage of, your desires for personal improvement and the way you are channeling it. Dangerous tendency, getting overwhelmed by something that has been blown out of proportion, which you should avoid. Pay attention to misinformed people who, with their ignorance, cause problems. Relationship prediction. Today things will go very well with Cancer or Pisces, and there could be good compatibility with Taurus and Virgo. The most tense relationship. There is not much tension, but avoid confrontations with Sagittarius natives. Your current compatibility. There is a good vibe, but better with water and earth signs. If you are single, doors that were closed will open for you and a cycle of new friendships will begin, among which a romantic interest may arise. The universal number for today is 6. In numerology, the sum is reduced to 1 digit. Next, your auspicious hours in matters of love, money and business are given according to Eastern European Standard Time and you must adapt them to your national time, 1:30 a.m., 2:20 p.m., 8:30 p.m., and 10:30 p.m. Lucky numbers and chance are 3, 20, 310 and 40. Characteristics of Scorpio men in childhood. From the earliest childhood, Scorpios are demanding and know their rights. For example, in early childhood he will make it clear to you that he has no intention of giving in and that there are foods he does not like, but do not worry, he will not remain hungry. I tried to make a menu according to his preferences. A sea of emotions rages inside Scorpio, but most of the time on the outside he will remain unshakable, no matter what happens. Therefore, you need to treat the child very carefully, because he may not understand that something hurt you. In different situations, he can demonstrate different behavior. Scorpio children do not know how to sympathize and empathize, and sometimes they are very cruel. It is important to explain to them from the cradle that it is impossible, under any circumstances, to cause pain to others, both mentally and physically. In youth, Scorpio's favorite games are war games and shooting games, especially if they get the role of a commander. In adolescence, they carefully choose their friends and treat them very demandingly. They do not allow themselves to be offended, but they treat everyone with respect. However, not all representatives of this sign are so bellicose. Some hide it from prying eyes and have a calmer appearance. In their youth, Scorpios are prone to excesses in everything: alcohol, food, beautiful life. In the case of family scandals, so typical of teenagers, there is no need to resort to shouting and trying to influence with the help of threats. Whatever difficulties you have encountered, remember that your child respects and loves his parents. How to choose a gift for Scorpio, especially in adulthood, they usually have everything they need, so it can be a little difficult to choose a gift. It is better not to ask him what to give him, he is unlikely to hear anything useful in response. Remember that all kinds of little things and souvenirs will be very much appreciated. All kinds of exotic gifts could also be very interesting. They adore objects made of metal, and any natural material, ideally handmade, will be highly regarded. They also love unique wooden jewelry or simple metal accessories adorned with crystals. It is time to start taking a correct direction on what you want or don't want to do in the future. You are probably in a period of study, and that is presenting you with some difficulties, which is very understandable because it is always a complicated decision to take such an important path and give up another. But do not be afraid, since it is very possible, if you fail, to take another path later. Remember that you are still very young, Scorpio. Subscribe and activate the notification bell so that you do not miss any video. Professional life is important for every human being, and the achievements that you are experiencing cannot come only from the hand of your effort, but also from those who have been supporting you on this path. Thank those who have been there for you in the process. Getting to know other places is always good, but there are times for that, and this is not one of them. You can find a lot to do and discover by going out of town for the weekend. If you do, you will not only be clearing your lungs, but you could find new things in your life. It is not the time to pack your bags and go on a trip. You still have unfinished business where you are, so if you are thinking of moving out of town or going far away, it is better to think about it a little before taking the leap. My dear friends, if you like our predictions, help us to be even better by becoming a sponsor of the channel. All you have to do is click the thank you button, and with your help we will continue to grow. The initial bet is skyrocketing. Things are getting more and more intense, so it is lucky that your personality has several different facets. You give the impression of being the kind of person who goes with the flow until a situation arises that forces you to be strong. At this moment, your superhero costume comes out and you reveal yourself as someone invincible. If you are bold this week of the waning moon and accept any challenge, you will be able to make miracles happen yourself. You are doubting your fighting spirit on a daily basis. It is true that Scorpio is not exactly a warlike sign, but this does not indicate that it is not a fighter in its own way. The way Scorpio's present battle is constancy and perseverance in their attitudes. You are like an ant that, based on small actions, achieves the highest goals. Today, realize that you are a great fighter, only in your own way. Starting today, start to strive harder every day for what you want to achieve and do not let anyone get in your way. If you do, you will achieve great things. In the sentimental sphere, although your relationship seems quite stable, sometimes, at the slightest nonsense, you are tempted to throw in the towel. Perhaps you are no longer so in love. Think before continuing. If you have a problem with a friend or your partner, try to resolve it personally, privately, without involving third parties in that particular situation. It will go better for you this way. You conquer with your gaze, and, if you intend to reach heaven in love, you will achieve it. However, you will need determination to face a change in your work and, above all, to deal with colleagues who are very conflictive and are always looking for fights and disagreements. Ignore them, do your thing, and you will succeed. At present, you are not in the best economic situation. Don't despair. Your sign is well sponsored and fortune is coming your way. Today you will have a great multitude of opportunities to meet interesting and captivating people. If you are single, you will have to take advantage of the opportunity to insist on one of these people. Try everything, be prudent and take everything in moderation. Trust what your heart says, try to shape it with the experience you have been acquiring throughout life, and try to never take a no as a definitive answer or as the only answer. Be persistent. Try it, and in the long run you will see that everything will turn out as you expect or even much better. In love, you have a great internal, sentimental, and intuitive connection that can give you the best qualities for artistic creation or the development of some discipline that you like, since Neptune and Jupiter give you high vibrations from your house of pleasure. It's a time for reflection, to listen to the opinions of people who love you and who have gone through difficult situations similar to yours in their love experience. Don't be blinded by their advice and calmly analyze the situation that is surrounding you today. Today the stars have a big surprise for you, because if what you are looking for is a partner, love will finally come into your life and loneliness will no longer be your only way out. You need to open your eyes very well and, before anything else, get to know the person you are likely to spend a lot of time with well. In terms of health, listen to certain news that could worry you and affect your digestive nervous system. Don't worry, many times things are not as we imagine them. And if you stay realistic, it will be better for you and for everyone. Your health has never been better. Today, go for a walk with whoever you like, it's the perfect time to do so. Be careful, just because you are stable right now doesn't mean you should abuse your body, so have fun in moderation. At work, someone who appreciates you very much offers you an exceptional opportunity to work alongside them. However, the job could involve changes in schedules and lifestyles. Despite everything, weigh it carefully before deciding to take what has been proposed to you. You may not have felt very cheerful these past few days, this because of your job, but remember that this job is the one that has gotten you out of many tight spots. It is important that you learn to value what you do. Today is perfect to go out with a good attitude and do everything in your power to give your maximum potential. Don't worry if an economic management that seemed about to be resolved suffers a delay and is prolonged. The result, if something does not happen when we want, we are almost always faced with a warning to review the path taken. You are surrounded by malicious people, and it is important that you distance yourself from all those people who do not let you grow freely in the financial field. It is time for you to start being self-sufficient with your decisions. Once you have removed all those negative people from your life, you will see a great change in your finances. Scorpio as a partner, if we talk about the Scorpio woman, she is a very fickle woman. She is relentless, vengeful, and has a bad temper and is severe, but sometimes she seems to be shy and cold. When she feels safe in a relationship, she shows her true passionate nature. She truly loves, but she is very jealous. She may fall in love so much that she loses contact with the real world. She likes to have many admirers who are brave, intelligent, with character, but also rich. She knows her worth. She is a very attractive person in general and expresses her feelings and emotions easily. The Scorpio man is a little vain, conceited, and jealous, but also full of passion. Naturally, he likes attractive, intelligent, and strong-willed women, but also someone he can easily dominate in every aspect. He is capable of loving deeply, but he often hides his feelings under a layer of anger or arrogance, which is why it is not easy to live with him in a relationship. But in day-to-day contact he seems to be a helpful, kind, and polite person who can always be trusted. Scorpio, today you have nothing to say to certain people with whom you have had problems lately. It is a good time to realize that there are certain parts of your life that are not well regarded by others, and that can result in a problem. Do not feel guilty about what you want. You have learned to manage your time, and the people in your life find this change wonderful. Therefore, you have to make sure that you have everything to be able to look at life from a better point of view. You have no doubts about what you have experienced, just curiosity. If you are in a relationship right now, it is time to start doing important things together to ensure the relationship lasts. It is not good that you always have to make all the important decisions by yourself. You also have to let the other person do it. You are losing patience too quickly, and the people around you are noticing it a lot. They are afraid to approach you to make a comment. At work, you should calm down a bit and try to take criticism as something good. Not everyone is always looking to make a personal attack on your ego. You have to talk to one of your parents, if they are still with you, about a financial problem you have. Don't stop doing it, they will help you. You will receive a very important business call. Don't stop answering it, it could be a good opportunity. A person has shown interest in you and you have not paid attention. Open your eyes more to love. If you do not have a partner, love is born from exclusivity. You think that boasting about your previous conquests will make that person interested in you, but you are wrong, because you only show yourself as someone who does not see people as they are, but as things that can be useful to you. And the truth is that you are not like that. Love is good and with expectations to formalize a relationship. Do not miss the opportunity to be honest with your intentions with the person you are meeting. You will give him or her a pleasant surprise if you show up with a detail to celebrate the occasion. If you have a partner, trust is something that is almost impossible to regain once it has been lost. Therefore, it is important that your partner does not lose his or her trust in you. It is better that you leave those habits that make you look suspicious and guilty. Enough of hidden calls, altered schedules, things that you cannot explain. Love is moving forward strongly in Scorpio right now, and you know it. You are not afraid of bad results because you know that everything you have wanted can begin to work out today, so do not stop just because someone is holding you back. Love liberates, Scorpio, it doesn't prohibit. At work, if you want to leave the things you're doing for a better time, you just have to be able to see the good in life. You don't have to do anything now to improve what hasn't arrived. Someone who has an important position at your workplace has been watching you and is likely to criticize you. Don't take it the wrong way, because it will be something that will help you improve. They're doing it for your own good. Just try to pay more attention to your obligations. In terms of your well-being and health, take care of your posture. You're a person of action who believes more in doing than in thinking, but in that race against time and obstacles, you're not taking the necessary precautions to take care of yourself. It's something as simple as walking with your shoulders up and sitting with your back straight. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.